Good evening. If you are able, please stand for tonight's procession.
I invite you to be seated. We have waited for so long to gather together in this place. May all the memories of the past and all those memories yet to be sustain us. Let us pray. In the names of all that we hold as holy and sacred, in this place this evening are many stories that would change us all if we were to hear all these dreams expressed out loud. I pray that over the next few years, we will share our dreams and together forge a bond of community that will harden our resolve to make your dreams a reality. On this special day, we thank you for the nature landmarks of our lives, majestic mountains that surround us from which our help comes, shadowed valleys where we may walk without fear, sun-blessed deserts that stretch forth with great beauty, magnificent oceans that show us Earth's blue heart. We thank you for the people landmarks of our lives, families and loved ones who are there, always there, no matter where there may be, and teachers who will force us to toughen our truth and enable us to see other truths, roommates and friends who will come to know us through and through and love us still and all. We thank you for the spirit landmarks of our lives, laughs that will trigger more laughter, tears that will keep coming, longings that will never be stilled. And for all that has been in our lives, we say a heartfelt thanks. And for all that is yet to be in our lives, we say a resounding and confident yes. Peace. Shalom.
Good evening. My name is Donna Edelman, and I have the privilege of serving as the University Dean of Student Affairs here at the University of Redlands. Whether you began your journey online, deferred your enrollment until this semester, are just joining us as a transfer student, or spent last semester living on campus with us, it is really wonderful to have all of you here in this special place. On behalf of Bulldog Nation, transfer students and class of 2024, welcome to the University of Redlands. On stage with me are my cabinet colleagues, as well as faculty from the College of Arts and Sciences, all of whom are committed to student success, as are the many staff members who have worked tirelessly preparing our residential communities, organizing today's move-in, planning orientation, and preparing across campus for the start of the fall semester. The upper class students sharing their time and their talent to welcome and support all of you, resident assistants, orientation leaders, peer advisors, event services staff, they serve as shining examples of community and caring. And I thank them for their work and commitment to the Bulldog student experience. Students, as you begin a new chapter in your educational journey, I want to acknowledge and celebrate your collective resilience, your willingness to adapt despite uncertainty and adversity. It's what got you here, and it's what will keep you moving forward. And when you find yourself in need of a pep talk or in uncharted waters, know that in this community you can and will find the support you need to keep moving forward. We're really glad you're here. The purpose of today's gathering is to officially welcome and recognize you. Convocation is an annual tradition that has gone on for a very long time here. The University of Redlands was founded in 1907. Classes began in the fall of 1909 with 9 faculty members, 10 courses, and 59 students. Many have come before you. Our history is deep, our traditions embedded, our alumni loyal, and their stories rich. We stand on the shoulders of giants. This event, it's for you. It's intended to celebrate and recognize you. So it seems wholly appropriate for Chloe Levine, President of the Associate Students of the University of Redlands, to welcome you to campus. Chloe is a member of the class of 2022 from Carmel, Indiana. Her first claim to fame, which frankly I didn't know about until just a few days ago, is that Chloe, during her first year orientation, she competed in the talent show and she won 2nd place. Chloe, she's a stand-up comedian. Who knew? Chloe?
Thank you, Donna. Unfortunately, there will be no stand-up comedy today. As Donna previously mentioned, my name is Claire Levine, and I'm this year's Associated Students of the University of Redlands, or ASUR, Student Body President. I'm so excited to welcome some of you to campus and some of you back. Last year was one of the toughest years we've had to endure, and I'm so proud to see all of you here today. My cabinet and I have been working all summer to make this the best year yet, and we can't wait to show you some of the things that we have for you. Keep an eye out for us at orientation events and on campus because we're here for you. Student government is a great way to make a difference on campus, so we hope you choose to get involved. We're looking forward to having an amazing year with all of you. Octomali Bulldogs.
I now have the privilege of introducing the University of Redlands' 12th president, Krista Newkirk. Krista spent her formative years on a cattle ranch in Missouri and received her law degree from the College of William and Mary in Virginia. She came to Redlands from South Carolina, where she was president of Converse College, now Converse University. Under her leadership, Converse enhanced its financial, academic, and cultural strength. It developed an innovative strategic plan, launched its first doctoral degree program, expanded its master's degree offerings, added a branch campus, and became a co-educational residential university. Before Converse, Krista was chief of staff and legal counsel at the University of North Carolina, Charlotte, where she assisted the chancellor, managed large-scale projects, and provided legal advice to leadership. Krista worked for several years as an attorney in private practice before transitioning to higher education. In 2020, Krista was honored as one of the 50 most influential people and one of the 25 women of influence in the upstate of South Carolina, and was named a Woman of Achievement by the Spartanburg Herald-Journal in 2018. Krista is an avid trail runner and animal lover. She and her husband, W. Lewis Lou Glenn II, have two dogs and 2 sons. Please welcome President Krista Newkirk.
Welcome, class of 2024. It's so good to see you here. So I would like to begin by acknowledging the original and continued caretakers of the land where the University of Redlands sits, the Serrano and Cahuilla tribes. This academic year is my first, and like a number of you, I'm new to this beautiful campus. I moved to California and took office 41 days ago. Like most of you, I said goodbye to my family and friends, packed up all my favorite things, and headed to Redlands for a grand adventure. You have been through a lot these past 18 months as you took classes online, saw many events canceled, and you may have even lost loved ones or dealt with the economic impact of this pandemic. In short, the fact that you are here means that you have risen to the challenge and are moving forward with courage, grit, and grace. You can be assured that the university has worked and will continue to work tirelessly to make sure that your experience here is safe and positive. Now, like you, I am eager for a fresh beginning. I'm excited about in-person activities and the prospect of making new friends at our university home. Like you, I chose Redlands. Maybe we even chose Redlands for the same reasons. I committed to leading the university because I saw the strength of its programs, its opportunities to focus on social justice issues, its beautiful campus, and most of all, its warm and engaging community. Now, all 578 of you are now part of this close-knit Bulldog community that drew you in. It is a large and influential community made up of talented and diverse family of scholars, activists, athletes, and artists, and supported by faculty, staff, and Redlands citizens. It is an old and far-reaching community that has been cultivated since this university began in 1907. It is an educational force committed to honing your mind and nurturing your emotional, social, and physical well-being. Already, I can see that the class of 2024 has contributed to our community and will continue to do so. Your members represent more than 30 states across the nation and an international country. A third of you are scholar athletes, and man, I cannot wait to see you all compete and take the field or the court or the swimming pool this year. It's so good to have you back. 35% are among the first in your families to attend college, and 11% of you are legacy students, meaning that you've had a family member who's also attended the University of Redlands. So class of 2024, from studying online last year, you've already had a glimpse of how you fit right into the university. Today, I charge you to make an effort to be an active, giving member of our Bulldog community and harness its power. Embracing everything this institution offers will open you up to new perspectives. What's the purpose of college? Despite the cynicism that it's all about a diploma or the ability to get a better job, these 4 years are a gift in your life that you will come to cherish. You see, a good education makes you question yourself, your beliefs, and the assumptions upon which you've based your opinions. But a great education teaches you to question everything, and then how to find and ask the questions you need in any given situation. Your goal is not to leave here with all of the answers, for that is not possible. Your goal is to leave here as a person who asks challenging questions and who has the ability to then find and discern the truth. I hope that this education leaves you wanting more out of your life. Not more materially, but more in terms of fulfillment, curiosity, expectations, and a passion and ability to push for a far better world. You will remember that I said one of the reasons I came to Redlands was because of the people, and it's true. The people here are wonderful. We often underestimate the value of friends and a support group. Research shows us that those of us who have close friends are more resilient. We make better decisions, and we do better when we struggle. That research also says that to call someone a close friend, you must spend 200 hours together. And no, that doesn't include the time spent sending snaps to each other or how long your snap streak is. So let's take a moment. I'm going to stop talking, and you all introduce yourself to the people around you whom you haven't met. Share your name, where you're from, a hobby, and what you think you want to study. Go ahead. We'll wait. All right. Did you meet somebody new? You had a chance to talk a little bit? Great. Now I hope that you discovered people near you who you didn't know, who had different backgrounds or interests, and that you can learn from each other. That is one of the hidden secrets to a great college education. We, the faculty and the staff, We're only a small piece of this. You also learn from those who are around you, those individuals who are different than you and who have different perspectives and beliefs. You will find that exploring other people's lives and diversity with all the elements of strangeness and difference is what makes studying at the University of Redlands an extraordinary experience. I want to leave you with one last thought. I do not want you to receive an education at Redlands. You are here to be the driver of your education, not a passive receiver. How do you do that? Well, here are the tips. First, go to class, right? All right. Second, join a club or participate in an extracurricular activity. If you can't find a club that interests you, start your own. It's easier than you think. Third, go study in Salzburg or another study abroad trip. These experiences are baked into your education here. They are affordable and they are transformational. Fourth, get involved in the community. Redlands is a wonderful place with a rich history. Find ways to contribute, volunteer, and to give back. Fifth, take a class that is completely outside of your major or your area of interest to see if you discover a new love or passion. And finally, squeeze everything you can out of your time here. Run for office, participate in summer research, like a group of our students who went to Alaska this summer and took samples from glaciers to study microplastics and bacteria that could break them down. Attend a play, an athletic competition, a concert. Sign up and come eat cookies and visit with my dog Cookie and me. Can you graduate from the University of Redlands by only doing the minimum and just studying for your classes, writing papers, and passing exams? Sure. But what a waste that would be. You are investing in your education, and we are invested in you. Make the most of your time here so that when you cross the stage in 2024 with that diploma in your hand, and you leave here as a lifelong member of the Bulldog community, you're prepared to go into the world armed with the ability to think critically, make wise decisions, and live a life of justice and purpose. We are excited to welcome you in person, class of 2024, to the Redlands community. You are a Bulldog for life. Ak tamale.
Good evening, class of 2024. My name is Steve Woos, and I'm the interim dean of the College of Arts and Sciences. I am here, as the dean is every year, to present your class with a challenge, to orient you to this new environment, or new for almost all of you, the campus, the classes, the community, and the world that you're entering. But first, I want to take a moment to recognize the representatives of the class of 2024 on stage with your class flag. You all can just give a wave. Jake Arroyo from Lake Elsinore. All right, now you've set, now they all get that, right? Derek Ball from Hesperia, California. Danielle Baxter from Seattle, Washington. And Delaney Wilburn from Bourne, Texas. So yesterday evening, I had the honor of welcoming the class of 2025 to the chapel and to our campus and issuing them a challenge too. I implored them to be the protagonists of their education, to make ambitious intellectual plans based on interests that they're passionate about. And I urged them to challenge their pre-existing understandings of the world and their place in that world through engagement with curricular and co-curricular spaces on campus. And I asked them to identify a way to make meaningful, even transformative contributions to their communities. I would challenge you in the same way. because that challenge represents the core values of the institution, the university that most of you joined last year, from home, remotely, as first-year students. But now, finally, you're here with us. You're on campus where you belong. We're glad you're here. And you are joined here by faculty who will teach and learn with you, loved ones who are going to continue to care for and support you, and the amazing Redlands community of students, staff, and alumni. It's now time to fully engage with what we promise you at the University of Redlands. So, what's your challenge? You probably only have 3 years with us here on campus, and even less if you study away, as you all should. I challenge you to approach your education with urgency, but not haste. What does that mean? It means you need to focus immediately on cultivating those intellectual passions I talked about, identifying those creative and research opportunities you want to pursue, and building the relationships that are fundamental at a school like ours. At the same time, you're still kind of new here. So don't be so rushed that you miss discovering fields of study that you never knew existed. Still take chances on new sports, new clubs, new experiences. Take that semester or May term away. You hear there's an agenda tonight. Take a semester or May term away. 3 years is a lot of time, enough time to be both directed and curious. Allow yourself, demand of yourself, that you be both at the same time. If you accept this challenge, please answer, I accept. And that, you know, was not adequate. So, if you accept this challenge, please answer, I accept. See, that's what I'm talking about. So, could the representatives of the class of 2024 please unfurl the 2024 standard? Take your time. All right. Well done. You all can take your seats. Welcome back to the start of your experience at the University of Redlands.
Earlier, I spoke of the traditions embedded in our history. Our alma mater, our anthem, is a tradition that began 107 years ago. If you're doing the math, that's 1914. It's sung at the conclusion of occasions such as this one. And 3 years from now, it will be sung at your graduation. It is intended to honor our past, to celebrate our present, and to look towards our future. Today's vocalist, Peter Tupou, arrived in Redlands in 2001 from the island of Tonga. His voice has been a gift to this community for many years, as has his counsel and his support to many in our community. Please rise for the singing of our alma mater. The song's lyrics can be found on the back of your program.
Oh, that dear old U of R, thy children near and far will sing to thee and all thy glories tell. Where the orange blossoms grow and the waters gently flow, that dear old U of R we love so well. Oh, that dear old U of R, whose emblem shines afar, eternal as the hills we love so well. Where the stands tall and grand, like an inspiration stand, that dear old U of R we love so well. Oh, that dear old U of R, the years can never mar the memories of thee we love so well, where the friendships are so dear that we leave them with a tear, that dear old U of R we love so well. Please remain standing for the organ recessional, and as we exit the chapel through the front, we will exit in order of our platform members, and then our family members, and then our students. Thank you.